Hello everybody and welcome back, it's me, Shweebe. The story I'm about to share with you is true. When I was about 10 years old, my dad had this friend named Jack. Now, Jack had an odd obsession with reptiles, specifically snakes and gators. The snakes he'd like to get taxidermied into very threatening poses and keep in his basement. Odd and very creepy. 10-year-old me, though, thought it was really cool that he had live and very real gators that I was allowed to feed and water. Now, at the time, this was in the 90s, and what he was doing would technically be considered animal abuse, because these 6-foot reptilian gods were kept in very small plywood boxes, but they luckily were able to keep water down in the bottom, and they got fed at least 3 times a day. Now, 10-year-old me, being fascinated with the idea that I could feed these things that were at least twice my size, started to go and feed one. One of the newcomers, deciding that it had enough of Jack's crap, decided to launch out of the box and try to get at 10-year-old me. I know, skin and bones, right? What much is it going to get off of me? Luckily, Jack and Dad happened to be there. They come rushing over trying to push the gator back in. Unfortunately for Jack, his hand happened to be a little too close to the gator's mouth. The gator clamped down on his left hand, and blood-curdling screams that I'll never be able to get out of my head for the rest of my life. Dad had to help pry the gator's mouth off of Jack's hand, and luckily they managed to save it, but Jack now has some really cool and gnarly scars on that hand. And he no longer has gators anymore. So, that was the story where I almost got eaten, but my dad's friend Jack had some really nasty scars from a very hard-learned lesson. Pretty unbelievable story, right?